Okay, we're going to run through the SPSS Basics here. We have opened SPS up. Now I'm going to click on Type in Data and say OK. I'm going to use the example on page 9 of the notes, this advertising and sales example. And my first variable I'm going to call advertising. And that's going to type in the data, or just go down the list. And type in the second variable for sales. And I'm going to name the variables, and to do that at the bottom I'm going to go from the data view to the variable view. And over here you can see the characteristics of the variable, and here's the name. And so I'm going to change this name to advert, and the one below it to sales. Now when you go back you can see I've got the variables. First thing I'm going to do is run a regression. To run the regression I'm going to click on Analyze, Regression, Linear. I need to specify my dependent and independent variables, and my dependent variable is going to be sales. My independent variable is advertising. And I can also do a couple of things with this. You'll notice at the bottom I've got statistics, plot, save, and options. The statistics tab, you can see I've got a number of diagnostic statistics. We're not really up to using those yet. Under save, I can save my residuals, which will eventually allow us to do some diagnostics, some distances, but right now I've got prediction intervals, which we've been normally doing by hand, but it's much easier to do the estimation and prediction intervals here. So I can click both of those two, continue. One estimates the mean, the other is the prediction. Click continue. And now I'll just run the regression. And as you can see, I get my results over here. Here's my regression. There's the R squared. We won't need adjusted R squared because this is a single variable model. There's my standard error of the estimate, or S. Here's the significance of the overall model. This is the significance of the variable, which is a single variable model. It's the same thing. There's the t probability greater than t. And we really don't use this very much. But you can flip back and forth between the windows down here. You can see over here, this is on the data screen is where you're going to get the confidence intervals and the prediction intervals. Now, just a couple of little extra things. If I wanted to do a variable plot, let's say, just plot any two variables against each other, I can go up to the graphs and pick scatter. Simple scatter. Define my variables. And let's say I did advertising versus sales. I can put my advertising on my y-axis, my sales on my x-axis, and then just simply run the plot. And you can see it gives me a plot, and you can see the line would probably run right through there. And that's the intro to SPSS.